On to race number 10 then, which is the second last on the programme and the final of our feature races as well, the Chinese New Year Cup 1400 metre Class 1, headed by Helena Baby. So he carries saddlecloth number 1, but just look at the weight, 113 minus Dylan Moe's 3 pounds. He's bottom weight. Northern Superstar, Fat Turtle, run up to Golden 60 last time out. Jolly Panda, down in class, up in trip. He's a 5-time course and distance winner. Fast Most Furious, the last start winner over the 1600 metres. That was back in November. Tornado Twist comes up in class behind Big Party last time out, finishing second. More Than Lucky also up in class. Hasn't really returned in the form he was last year. In Perfect Match with a Derby entry, a last start winner. Also up in class. Raging Storm rounds them out there, Sylvester de Sousa. Good standing, Tornado Twist and More Than Lucky. The horses have been up at Chung Fro in the last month.
Should be plenty of pace in this second to last race from the programme. Perfect Match up there, of course, the scratching here encouraging. He would have been up on the pace. More Than Lucky to be handy. He's the one for us, is another one that can be up on the speed as well. Good standing there as well. The pace, just note that it was going to be good to fast with encouraging in there. Now good to slow without encouraging.
Fat Turtle, nice quiet work for him. He's going really well at the moment. He was impressive at last start, beating Thanks Forever, and then came out and ran second to Golden 60. So rock solid form for him. His work's been good, but he just has to carry the weight and the handicap. Jolly Banner generally works well, this horse. I don't know what his right distance is these days. This is 1400 metres, and he has won 5 times over this 1400, but he's been running some pretty good races also down the straight 1000. But he comes back to 1400, and this horse is, I think, very progressive, Perfect Match. He comes in with a really light weight as well. Alexei Bedell aboard, and his win last start was strong, and he's come out of it and looks good once again.
All right, it's about 4-1 at the moment. We'll start off, though, with Fat Turtle, who is our early favourite at this stage, with good standing, and Northern Superstar, who was first up here from a long break on this occasion, so should improve again. Yeah,
he's been in super form, this horse. This was the Chinese Club Challenge Cup that he was able to run second in behind Golden 60. The ride 2 runs ago when he was able to win on International Day was superb from Joe Maria over Thanks Forever, who we know what he's come out and done, run second in the Group 1 race. So I think this horse is in really good form. He'll be one of the ones to beat.
Yeah, I've got him in there, but the thing that worries me a little bit about him, the wide draw with 130, there's a couple of young progressive horses coming through here.
All right, so Tornado Twist is one of the horses that comes up in class. It was a good effort behind the Big Grey here in Big Party, who could be another group horse of the future.
Yeah, he's been running pretty consistently at Happy Valley. His last 5 runs have been at Happy Valley, Tornado Twist. He now comes here to Sha Tin, where he's worst he's ever finished a second. He's had 3 wins in 2 seconds from his 5 starts. Another one that has to be considered.
Yeah, I really like the way he finished off over the final stages there. I've got him in on a minor line. Vincent Ho rides for John Size.
Oh, in off a lightweight, as is Perfect Match, who comes up in class. Let's hear from jockey again, Alexei Bedell.
Perfect Match, Alexei. That was a good win from him last time.
Yes, indeed. This is a quite strong horse, full of quality. So yeah, he did something very good. But we have a different gate this time, and it's a lot of pace in the race. So depend on the situation.
Quality of opposition too looks a bit stronger in this race. Can he measure up, because he's still a young, improving type of horse from the looks of things?
Yes, he's done everything fine, you know, and the horse looks in great shape. He's got a light weight, so hopefully it can help us. And he is a good horse, of course, so we expect some good result.
You've ridden 13 winners so far this season. 14's your best ever in a season here in Hong Kong. You've still got a month to go. You must be loving the way the stint's unfolding for you.
Yes, of course, but you know, I don't really think about it. I just keep rolling as long as I can, and try to improve a lot, still improving, and build connections. You know, it's great to be here. I'm happy with the results, but I need more, of course.
There you go, Alexei with Perfect Match, who could have, in theory, run in the Classic Mile as well, but they've taken this option, the 1400 metres. One more to have a look at is Flying Thunder at the trials. Now, this is a trial we've seen a couple of times already, because that's Exultant out the back, and that's All for St Paul's out in front. This horse has been out in form, but is he on his way back?
Look, he was a feature race winner last season, wasn't he, over 1400 metres, so he's got 1 win next to his name from his 4 runs, course and distance. But I thought the trial wasn't too bad. He was wide with no cover throughout last time out, but couple of recent barrier trials where he did win the barrier trial before this.
Yeah, and perfect match.
That's him in second.
Yeah. So we're seeing both perfect match and I thought it was a good trial from perfect match and a good trial from the winner, who we like earlier on.
We do indeed, all for St Paul's. All right, but it is Fat Turtle. Paul, I know you've got the reservations about the weight, but he's our favourite.
Yeah, I think, look, he's a class horse, there's no question, and he deserves to carry the weight. But with these two young... Well, I've got two horses off minimum weight here. Perfect Match, I think, is very progressive. Raging Storm's caught my eye in a few starts. Up to 1400 looks ideal for him. His last run behind Duke Y wasn't too bad at all. A Fat Turtle in there for third, and Fast Most Furious. He should get the pace to run to suit this horse, and he can hit the line very strongly. He's a last start winner and has got Zach Purden. 13, 14, 3, 7. I do like the 13 in this.
Yeah, I've gone with the 13 as well. Perfect Match for Danny Shum and Alexi Bedell. I've definitely got Fat Turtle in there. Flying Thunder. Hopefully he can bounce back. And Tornado Twist was the other one I threw. And I'd probably be keeping Northern Superstar safe because I thought he trialled reasonably well recently. And yeah, the other one I'd be keeping safe is Fast Most Furious because he beat Harmony Victory and Dr. Jeff in the Chevalier Cup last start. So 3, 13, 8 and 9.
All right, we've all got the 3 and the 13 in the numbers, but it's an open race, and there's lots of chances here there in the Chinese New Year Cup. All right, that's race number 10. One more race to go, race number 11 plus all the best bets. That comes up next.